Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. It's Friday, September 16th. Triple witching today. SPY's ex-dividend date, or no, today's the day they pay out. Yeah. Oh yeah, it says ex-dividend date. Okay. And GME, some technical analysis. We're gonna look at that. I traded my first futures today. I had to get E-Trade on the phone right away to figure out how to do it. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. We have a Twitter you can follow us on at Happy Money YT, as well as a Discord server. Link for those are in the description. Like I was saying in yesterday's video, SPY today could set up a divergence on this daily with this low. Said if it comes lower and that RSI stays higher, we could have a divergence. It's not confirmed yet because basically this RSI hasn't made a peak yet. If it keeps coming down, this RSI could just keep trailing down and get lower. But if Monday, if it comes up a little bit, then this will be a low, and that will solidify the divergence if Monday closes higher, maybe up in this gap, which seems like it could, but right now just be speculating. You'd be front running it basically in anticipation. So I didn't do SPY puts last night, first night in a while, and we had a big gap down. No worries. And then I lost today on multiple ways. Our IPO that came out, NXL. So NXL had warrants, and so I got a little bigger position. I went for $3,000 worth, because those warrants have been working out really well. And this thing opened up, and basically I had this chart open waiting for it. It's just black before it IPOs, and I didn't notice, but my stock over here, well, I had it was zero, and then it showed, because it opened up higher a little bit, but it was so quick. By the time this showed up, it was down here by the time it's populated. So this was a horrible performing IPO, basically down 40%, 48% now. So I basically, so I took a loss on this one. Kind of sucks. I got a lot of shares of it, but that's probably, I mean, if there's less demand for a stock, then Webull will probably be able to give me more shares, and that's maybe what happened. Not always, but that could be the case sometimes. What is interesting though is the warrants were still up, just because they come in at, I buy them at 1 penny pre-IPO, so they were still up. So I made money on the warrants, but I took a loss overall on everything. So the warrants were at $2.01, so the big gainer from 1 penny, but I only had, $7 worth or something. At any rate, so yeah, I had my triggers to sell. The way I'm selling these, actually, I'll show you guys. So basically, I forgot how many shares they allotted me, and I requested $3,000 worth, and I think they gave me like $2,400 worth. So I figure I want to exit 10 different stages. Basically, I want to scale out with 10 different trades. So I take my cost, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I take it and I divide it by 10, and I say, okay, 250. I need to get $250 on each sell. And this, of course, if you're down, it might not really work quite out like that, but when we've been up 20 or 30%, it's real simple, and then I can figure out, okay, I've covered my cost basis. But basically I'm using, on Webull here, I'm just using their active trade. Whoa, it's a pretty all brokerages have something like this. It's pretty simple, pretty nice. I can keep it on top, and then don't have it so large, and then I just figure out the amount. So I had it at 280, 290. So here I had it at 290, and then I can change how many shares I want to sell or buy, percentage of my shares. So I could do it that way too, but I just like to do the dollar amount. I don't know why. And then I just basically hit sell market or sell bid. So I just hit sell bid, and I just add up 10 times. So I didn't catch it until here. So I just sold like all throughout here, and then I kind of waited on it for a bit for my last 3, and then I sold the last 2 or 1 right here, and then sold the last 2 down here. So yeah, took a loss basically. Or no, then I ended up just selling all of them because I was down still. So this would have worked, and I still would have been left with shares, but since I was negative on it, it just ended up selling all of them. And I also sold the warrants, which the warrants were up, but I still took like a $1,200 loss, I think, on it, which kind of sucks, but it's not bad, honestly. Like, I don't know if it's just right now in the IPO stage or what's going on, but I'm like 7 for 2 on IPOs opening up and me being able to get free shares. So I've got free shares of BIAF, HPCO, WLDS, KNW. That was another one that IPO today. Did the same strategy, got free shares. YOSH, and then I have warrants on BIAF and WLDS and BIF. So I've only lost on 2 of them. This last one was a pretty big loss, just because I got a lot. But that said, it's worked out. It's worked out pretty well, and I'll probably keep doing it. So I'm not doing SPACs. These are SPAC IPOs, and I might not do any more second offerings or uplistings. Worked out all right, but it's not great. Next one that I'm anticipating is this Chinese one. This is on Monday. It comes out. LICN. We've got LICN and then also MCLDP. And I think MCLDP I get warrants on also. So hopefully I can get a good amount and those come out, and then we can keep kind of getting free shares. And then, yeah, I'd like to make back those losses. I'll probably wait until at least 30 days, and if one of these have done really well, maybe I'll trim some of them, or I don't know, figure out a way to make back the losses. With the warrants, if it's stocked as well, I can make back losses if I sell out of some of those. Anyways, yeah, so SPY, this could be setting up a divergence, or it could just be flushing through. We might open up on Monday down here. It's too early to tell for that, in my opinion. But next week is PAL. Looks like it's showing some strength into close, which is good. I got about 20 minutes left. Next week is PAL. I think he's, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. GME today, so moved kind of with SPY in a sense. Let's see, where are we here? Yeah, everything gapped down this morning, and then kind of moved with SPY, rallied up, and then melted down, low volume, and then kind of midday we had this volume spike, pretty good amount. I don't know if this is what's exactly this was from, but it did bring up our volume enough to where today's volume is a little better than yesterday's. And if you watched yesterday's video, I was looking for today for better volume and a green candle, and we're gonna get that, but it's not great. It's not a, I was kind of hoping for closer to max pain, that 30 range. There's still 20 minutes, I guess it's possible, but at this point, it's not quite as bullish as I was hoping for, as I was yesterday, once I was thinking, wait, we're rallying into first week of SLD, which is unusual. The only time we've done it, we've had huge runs after. So it's still on the table, but today being not quite as bullish, it's a little less convincing in my mind so far. We'll have to see what Monday, Tuesday look like. And it's also kind of interesting. So if the SPY does have a kind of another bear market rally from this divergence, then that would make more sense too, if GME is going to have a rally then too. So if it does stay strong Monday, Tuesday, then I think this rally could might last a while, might last till like the end of August or end of October. If not, if we just kind of have a little rally and the volume stays low and we never get like 18 million or more volume, like a big round like that, but we have a little rally but the volume stays low and the borrow fee stays low, then I think we're just kind of in a little bump on our trough and then probably come back down to retest in the 20s or maybe even come down to the teens, because that'd make me think we're in more of a area like this right here, where we're just kind of in one of these days before we make new lows, or even like one of these areas where the last couple days has been this little bump, and then we're going to kind of make a little more high next week and then kind of come down. So we're just going to keep an eye on that volume, really, and volume price action, and then that borrow fee, or even an area like this. So I'm hopeful. I mean, I'm thinking it could be an area like this, but this was selling off into SLD more. So if it is a bullish week next week, I think it could be more like this, a longer sustained rally with increasing volume. So borrow fee today it kind of went up and then went down. It's making small moves, which is good because it doesn't seem like it's going to come much lower now. I don't think we're going to see like 7 or 6. And if we do, we're going to probably be testing those 20s lows and then maybe even the teens. But so far it looks like it's going to hold kind of around this 10 range. So wait for this to get like 11 or 12 and volume move in with it. And then I think we definitely could rip rally, and this October T69 date will come true, and we will see. I think we'll probably break this high if we have a long sustained rally like this one or this one back in May. I think we'll probably break this 45 high or 48, whatever it was. Probably see this one up here. I don't know. That along with, of course, the split and how these rallies are going to be different, and all these shares that they might have to come up with so many days after the split. Yeah, we'll see. Curious on it. Okay, so KNO is another one we did today, which worked out well. It was a small amount. Again, I didn't get a whole lot on that IPO. Okay, so futures. Here we go. Here are the trades I made today. Okay, so this just has my option trade. So I went long on GME today. Got more shares. So I got more shares on this account. Basically, I don't know, another 100 and something shares on this account. And then I guess that was the only account I got shares on. Yeah, I basically just loaded up on this account with all my buying power for shares. And then I got calls. I got October 35 calls, got 4 of those. And then September 23rd, 32 calls, got 6 of those. Then I closed my bearish play on Tesla, I think. Yeah. Futu came back. Futu dropped a lot, so this one came back to life. Remember, I was long on this one, took a small loss, cut it, and actually went short, and now it's working out, up 85% in just 2 days, which is nice. And then the future. So what I did is I was trying to trade these micro E-mini S&P 500 futures for September. It wouldn't work because I don't think I can trade daily futures on E-Trade. Then I was doing December, and I basically, so it's MESZ2. I go to trade, and then I was shorting it, and it's like $3,800 in margin. I did it, said it executed, and it didn't show up anywhere. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't see it anywhere here. And then I looked on just the website, and it showed that the order fulfilled and it was successful. I'm like, crap, how do I close it? Like, it's not, I don't see it anywhere. And SPY's like rallying, and I'm short one of these futures. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was just kind of testing it out basically, and I couldn't find it. So I had to call him, and he's like, oh, you got to go up here. So yeah, here, futures. So it showed up in here, close that one out, open up a long one, and then close that one out. And I just played with it a little bit today. Took a little loss on the futures today, $121. But I'll be back because I've been, with the longer term trends on SPY, I've been pretty successful. I just haven't really played just the SPY, and I haven't really wanted to do options on it for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but like this bear market rally we were calling for a long time, like if I just got a future, that would have been a nice gainer for sure. So yeah, I probably will, if I'm going to trade anything, because it's not like premium on them, and it's not crowded with retail, so but even if it was, it wouldn't really matter because there's no premium on them. So if I'm going to trade anything like any equities, S&P, Nasdaq, Dow, Russell, VIX, even, I'll probably should be doing futures at this point. Then of course you can do energy, which I might do some more macro plays with energy. Interest rates, maybe might jump into some of those, and metal. I mean, grains earlier, there was great plays on wheat futures, of course, earlier this year. So yeah, might be messing around with these a little bit more, and just kind of diversifying a little bit to be able to have exposure to other tools, especially ones that aren't basically just offering or asking for huge premiums like the options have been. So that's why I've been like selling options, because I'm selling the premium. Yeah, and then I rolled over. So on the margin account, we rolled rolled over the BBY put. I wasn't able to roll it down any strikes for next week. Just not enough premium, so I kept it the same strike. I still want a short amount of time just because it could rally and I want that capital back. So roll it to the same strike and received credit for it though. I think I received like $1,700 to roll it to that same 9.5 strike for next Friday. GME I was able to roll down. This was a 29 strike and I was actually able to roll it all the way down to a 26.5 for next Friday and receive a little credit. So this, in case GME starts going down basically, and this is just like a little bump trough and we're gonna make new lows, this will be safer. And if we do rally, then I can buy to close this and use that capital to buy shares, like I've done in the past on the last rally. Like right here, I flipped my short puts to shares, ripped them up and then sold them here, and then did some put debit spreads through here, then started doing cash secured puts right here around 30 and thinking we might hold this, and then it didn't and it flushed through. So now that's what I'm still rolling over from, is back here at like 30 range. Bed Bath & Beyond, I've been rolling this one since Ryan Cohen dumped, and got him on this account too. This 9.5 on BBBY. I couldn't again roll this one down, just kept it with the 9.5, same deal. But all the HKD trading, I was able to get 200 more shares on GME, which is nice. That loss on IPO today kind of stings, but oh well. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a good weekend. We'll see you on Twitter, maybe do Twitter Spaces. Peace out.